All right, the recording has begun. This is day number 3. Wow. Day number 3, week 1 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you in class for this evening. And I can't believe it's already day 3, Tomorrow is day 4, and that means that's the last day of classes for this week. And so definitely the week is flying by. The days are flying by. Soon we'll be in week 25, and you'll be so much closer to your exam. So let's make the most of the days. Like they say, make the days count and not count the days, right? So let's begin with review. I want to ask let me ask Ebony. Ebony, can you explain how we did this? This is just review from yesterday. Can you explain how we got 38 to the third power? Ebony. Is Ebony here?
Yeah.
Mr.
Petit, can you repeat that again, please?
I was saying, can you explain how we got 38 to the third power from yesterday?
What we did was we multiplied the numbers first in the brackets, and then we multiplied the powers.
Yes.
At least we put the powers next to that afterwards.
Yeah. So we grouped the numbers.
And after we get for the multiplication we grouped them first. For the multiplication for the numbers, we got the 38 to the power 2 plus to the power 1. And then for the end of it, we got 38, 3. The 3 came from the 2 plus 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had to multiply the numbers first. And once we finish multiply the numbers first, and then we go on to the letters.
Addition and the letters.
And what is the rule? What is rule number 1 that we looked at last class? What is the rule?
When you multiply in terms with the same base, you must add the powers.
You must add the powers. Very good. Very good. Ebony. So let's look at, I say very good. So let's look at the second rule that we learned yesterday. That was rule number 2. What's this one? I'm gonna ask, let me ask Kamaya. Kamaya, can you explain this one, please? How we got 16x to the second power from yesterday? Kamaya, are you there? Kamaya Ferguson? Okay, can't hear from Kamaya. So let me ask Miss Sayers. Can you explain how we got 6x to the fourth power? I mean 6x to the second power. I don't know. I can't hear from Miss Sayers. Miss Sayers, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, explain how we got 6x to the second power, please.
Okay, it was 8 divided by 3. 18 divided by 3, which is 6, and then you subtracted 1 from 3, and that gave you 6x. 3 take away 1, and then the answer was 6x to the second power.
Very good. So the idea here is that we're gonna do what? We are going to group, right? Group the numbers together. And when we group the numbers together, we have 18 along with, let's look at the question. When we group the numbers together, we have, I think it's 18 and 18, no, 24, no, not, oh, yeah, 18 and 3. So if we look at these two numbers, it's 18 and 3. And so well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to group them together. So we take the 18 and the 3 and we put them together. So 18 and 3. And then we take the x to the third power along with the x and we group them together as well. So now we have 18 and 3 grouped together. We have x to the third power and x to the first power. So what we do here is that we going to subtract the power. So it's going to be 6x to the 3 minus 1 and 6x and 3 minus 1 is 2. So it's going to be 6x squared. And Alasia Thomas, what is rule number 2? What does rule number 2 tell us?
It says when dividing terms with the same base, you must subtract the powers.
Very good. So when adding terms with the same base, you subtract the powers. So here we have x to the third power divided by x to the power of 1. And so we must subtract the powers in order to get our answer. Okay, and so that was that was that was from yesterday's class. So let's begin for today. So let's head up properly for today's class. All right, so let's go. So today is Wednesday. So today is the 5th of July, 2023. And our subject of course is mathematics. Make sure you mute your mic if you're not speaking. And let's look at section 1. I want us to begin with linear equations for section 1. So definition, a linear equation is an equation where the power of the variable in the equation, I should say, where the highest power of the variable in the equation is 1. So examples of linear equation. So examples of linear equations are given below. So we can have, say 5x, not 5 to the power of x, but if I should change this font, so we could have, say, let's use Carvel. So if we could say 5x, no, that's still not right. Let's use Arial. So we could say 5x, yeah, that's better, plus 4 equals to 18. And we would say 6x minus 8 equals to 21. And we could say, it don't just have to be x, it could be any letter. So it could be 8a plus 3 equals to 17. And it could be 9y plus 2 plus 5 equals to 21. Let's say 28. So all these are different examples of linear equations. And today I'm going to be showing you how we can solve all these different types of linear equations. All right. So Martinique Wims, can you give me the definition of a linear equation?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
A linear equation is an equation where the highest power of the variable in the equation is 1.
Very good. DeAndre, can you give me an example of a linear equation?
One of the examples is 5x plus 4 equals 18.
Very good. And Jamea Davis, give me another example of a linear equation.
Another example is 6x minus 8 equals 21.
Very good. 6x minus 8 equals 21. Jeremy, give me another example of a linear equation.
A plus 3 equals 17.
Very good. So these are examples of linear equations. So in order to solve, okay, linear equations, we cannot use any willy-nilly method that we think of. We have to use genuine mathematical principles in order to solve our linear equations. And the goal of solving these linear equations is to find the variable, is to solve for the variable. Okay, that's the goal. Okay. So we want to figure out what the variable is. Okay. What is the value of the variable? Or what is the value of the letter? Okay. And so let's look at our first equation that we're going to solve together. And some people know how to do these like by heart. You already know how to do it. For some of us, this might be our first time looking at it. So let's look at an equation like this, 8x. So let's look at this. We call this example number 1. I don't know if I can put, I don't know. Let me just put examples. I might put 2 on one slide. Okay, so let's look at our first example, example number 1. And so let's say we have this equation. So we have 8x minus 5 equals to what? 27. Eight x minus 5 equals to 27. All right, so the first step that we're gonna do is what? For those who know how to do this, what is the first step?
Subtract 4 from both sides.
I'm sorry, y'all could see this? Y'all could see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So for this question, what's the first step?
I don't know, 8 take away 5.
8 take away 5? No.
No, you have to carry the -5 over the equal sign.
Very good. So the first step is to send over the -5 across the equal sign. Now, when we do that, when we send that -5 over the equal sign by 27, what happens to it? It was negative. When we send it
It's
over,
not positive.
very good. It turns into positive. So it's going to be equal to. This is going to be equal to 27 plus what? Plus 5.
5.
Very good. And then we just put down the 8x. It's just going to be 8x right there. Notice how everything here is in order. Everything is in order. What I mean this equal sign is along this equal sign. They are right underneath each other. So it's organized properly. So don't have this second line on the right or to the left or above. They have to be directly under and have to be organized neatly. Okay. So the first thing that we do is we try and isolate our variable. We are trying to make sure that only x is on the left-hand side. So we are going to send the number, this -5, onto the right side of the equation. So it was negative. Now when we send it over, it becomes positive. Now we have 27 plus 5. Someone said they have a question?
23.
I can't hear you. Say it again. Oh, okay. All right, so it says 27 plus 5. What is 27 plus 5?
32.
32. Very good. And so we bring down the 8x. Okay. So after we already bring down the 8x, remember we keep the same equal sign, everything remains the same. What are we going to do at this point? Anyone?
Divide both sides by 8.
Very good. We're going to divide both sides by 8. The reason why we divide both sides by 8 is because 8 is in front of x. Whatever number that is in front of x, you're going to divide. You're going to divide by it. Okay. So it's going to be 8x still equal to 32. But again, we're going to divide both sides by +8. So it's going to be that we divide both sides by 8. So x is going to be equal to what? 32 divided by 8. 32 divided by 8. What is 32 divided by 8?
4.
4. 4. So x is equal to 4. Okay. All right. So Sienna, explain how we got 4 for me, please.
You got 4 because when you brought the 8 under the line, it means you divide. So you divided 8.
No, I mean, sorry.
32
I'm sorry.
by 8.
What I meant to say, explain from the top how we got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you bring the -5 over the equal sign, which would make it +5. So you'll get 8x equals 27 plus 5. And 27 plus 5 is 32. So that's how you get the 8x equals 32. And then you bring the x under the line, the 8 under the line, where you would get 32 over 8, which means to divide, and that's how you get x equals 4.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you for that explanation. I need one more person to explain it. Maybe I could ask Tyrone. Tyrone, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Explain how we got 4 for me, please.
So when you divided 8 to 32,
No. I'm saying explain, start from the top.
Or start from the top.
Mhm.
When the a equals to x, I need to take the 5 over behind the 27. It is turned into a positive number.
Yes.
So then 8x plus 27. 27 plus 5.
Yeah.
That'd be equal to 32.
Uh-huh.
And then, like you say,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to divide that.
Yes.
So that's how you get the 4
Divide by what number?
by 8, the beginning number.
Yes, we divide by the number in front of the x. Okay. And 38 divided by 32 divided by 8 is what?
32 divided by 8. 4.
Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, so let's do number 2. Let's do another example. Any questions before we move on to another example? Any questions? Please let me know. All right. So for this one, you have to know your timetables. I am going to use the 9 timetables. Let's see if we know our 9 timetables. So let's say we have 9x minus 7 gonna be equal to let's use 61. Okay. So what's the first thing that we're gonna do? Yeah. What's the first thing that we're gonna do?
Carry the -7 over the equal sign.
61.
Very good. Send the 7 over the equal sign. It becomes a what?
Positive.
Positive 7. Very good. So it's gonna be 61 plus, right? It was negative, now it's gonna be what? Plus 7. It's gonna be what? 9x. All right. And so after that, we have what? It's gonna be 9x equals to what? What is 61 plus 7? What is 61 plus 7?
68.
68? Okay, 68. Okay, after we get 68, we have to do what? Divide both sides by what?
8, 9.
Divide both sides by 9. Very good.
I have a question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry for interrupting. So whatever the x is, you divide that by whatever the number is in the front of the x.
That's
I mean,
correct.
if you have 8x, then you divide whatever number in front of the x by that. That's what
That's correct. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I know I use 61, but let's use 65. I think 65 would be better because it just works out to be a whole number that way, and I don't want to deal with no decimal. So let's use 65 instead of 61, just so that it'll be like a regular multiple of 9. So if we do 65 plus 7, what did that give us?
72.
72.
Yeah, 72. So what is, let me divide both sides by 9. So we have 9x equals to 72. So now we're gonna divide both sides by 9. That's gonna be what?
8.
Gonna be divide both sides by 9. So that's gonna be 72 divided by 9, right? So the reason why we're using 9 is because 9 is the variable sorry, 9 is the coefficient of x. 9 is the number that's in front of x. So we have to use that number. So whatever number in front of x, that's what you divide by. Okay. So x is going to be equal to 72 divided by 9, which is what?
8.
8. Very good. So this is example number 1. This is example number 2. Okay. Let me know when you're. I want Deandra. Deandra, explain number 2 for me, please.
Sorry, did you call me?
Yes. Explain that.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Explain number 2 for me, please.
Okay, so in number 2, we did we carry over the -7, which became a +7 now. And we put our prime number down, which is the 9x, equals to 65 plus the 7. And that's how we get the 72.
Mm-hmm.
So the prime number, which is 9x, we divide that by 9, which give us the 1x, which would be 72 divided by 9, which would give us the 8. So x is valued to 8.
Okay, excellent. Good stuff. Any questions before we move on to another example? We're going to do 2 more. Any questions? Okay. So what I'll do, Aaron, for these next 2, please pay close attention. Please pay close attention.
Good afternoon.
Because when I do it, I want you to understand it, okay? Good afternoon. So let's do these last 2. So number 3. So we have 4x minus 7 is equal to 29. So let's do this one. What could I ask? Zarens, what's the first thing that we do?
Bring over a negative sign behind 29.
Right. Wait, just the negative sign? What happened to the 7? Do we bring that over?
You bring the 7, you bring the -7 and beyond 29.
Very good. So when we send it over, what happens?
Becomes positive.
It becomes positive, right? Shekinah, please do not write on the screen.
Pardon?
I'm saying do not write on the screen. You're writing on the screen.
All right.
So it's going to be 29. It was negative, so it's going to be what? When you send it over, it's going to be what?
36.
It was negative, so when we send it over, it's going to be what? Positive. Positive 7. Taya, minutes. What do we do from here?
From here, we find out our answer.
29 plus 7 is 36.
Go ahead, Taya.
Now we add 29 plus 7, which is 36.
Very good, 36. And Tristan, what do we do at this point? Tristan Moss.
We
What do we do?
divide by 8, but divide by 4.
I want Tristan to answer. Go ahead, Tristan. I guess his mic is not working. How about Shoshone? Shoshone, are you there? Okay, go ahead, Ms. Lopez. What do we do?
We divide by 4.
Very good. Divide both sides by 4. 4 divided by 4 is what? They cancel out, right? And 36 divided by 4 is what?
9.
9.
9. Very good. 9. Okay, good. Perfect. Shekinah Palmer, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Sandra Vassel? I think right. Sandra Vassel. Vassel, that's who's Vassel? Vassel is trying to remember your name. Chai notes. Chai, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to the exercises. So for the exercises, we're gonna do, the 5 regular, and I'm gonna give you some for bonus. So let's do it. So let's begin. Lanaya, how should we do the bonus? Pretty easy, or should give us a challenge? What do you think? There's Lanaya. Lanaya? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
how should we do the bonus?
No bonus at all.
No.
That's also an option,
Okay. Never thought about that. All right. I thought you wanted a good bonus, man.
No.
Are you ready for the test tomorrow?
A key.
Will you be
Hilarious.
ready? Will you be ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Thursday come to class. I
know,
I
right?
think you should extend that till like next week Monday or something, or next week Tuesday. Because Thursday,
Huh?
like, Thursday come here like really quick. I don't.
It did. But the more I extended, the more we procrastinate. So I think it's good. So 6x.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Monday is holiday, so we still have class on Monday?
Yes, we still have classes 6 to 9. Remember the schedule says 6 to 9, Monday to Friday. I mean Monday to Thursday. So yeah, we still have class.
All right then.
Sounds like you will go to tattoo.
No, I traveling from Sunday. So I trying to figure out how I can do all of this. For the whole of next week, I am going to be tied up.
Okay.
So I can have to make, well, I'll private message you and let you know what it's what.
Yeah, let me know what it's what. So you can make sure it works out.
All right.
Someone mic is on. Make sure if you're not speaking, make sure your mic is not on if you're not speaking, okay?
What test?
No, that test is that's not for you. So this is a regular 5. We have 6x minus 8 equals to 40. 7x minus 9 equals to 47. 5x minus 14 equals to 41. 3x minus 21 equals to 15. And 2x minus 32 is equal to 4. For the bonuses, let's look at
Can I do number 1?
sure, no problem. That's fine. So number 6 and 7 are the bonus. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We know how we do it in this class. I want you to, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you are finished, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, we have 5 of them, which is regular, and 6 and 7 are bonus. Once you finish with them, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Sarah, what number you on? Sarah, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay, good. Tyrone, what number you on?
I number 5.
Number 5, good. Tristan Moss, what number you on? Can't have from Tristan. Taya Menace, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3, good. Shoshone, what number you on? Shoshone, what number are you on? If you could type inside the chat, what number you on? Number 3, okay. Shekinah, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Rashad, what number are you on, Rashad? Rashad, what number you on? If you're speaking, I can't. Rashad, what number you on? Can't hear you, Rashad. And Aranique Forbes, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5, good. Matthew, what number you on, Matthew?
Number 7.
Number 7. Kenyon, what number are you on, Kenyon?
5.
Number 5, okay. And Kai, what number you on, Kai?
Number 5.
Okay.
Mr. Petit Major, number 7.
Who asks?
Seattle.
Okay, sure. Sure, no doubt.
Do not.
Jeremy Lyons, what number you on?
4.
4, okay. Shamaya Davis, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Do you understand what to do, Jamaya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Isaac Roll, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gregory Bain, what number you on? Gregory. Gregory, what number you on? Mr. Gregory, if you're not gonna respond in the classes, it doesn't make sense that you're here, you know. So better I just remove you because you're not responding. It don't make no sense. So either you're gonna put something in the chat to let me know that you are here. Otherwise, I will remove you in the next 5 minutes. Because it don't make sense if I'm asking you a question, you're not responding, that means cheapest you're not here. So just gonna give you 5 minutes to respond. If you don't respond in 5 minutes, bye-bye, see you later. Find a next class. Because this ain't the right one for you. Erica, you finished?
Yeah, I trying out the bonus questions.
Okay. DeAndre, what number you on?
I am 7. I
Number
already
7.
sent you from 1 to 6. I just
Okay.
trying out the last one.
Okay, no problem. Someone asking a question?
Excuse me, sir. I don't understand what we're doing.
Mr. Petit, are you on number 4? Give me a couple minutes, please. I can
Okay,
send it to
sure.
you.
Okay, sure, no problem. Someone was saying something. Someone was saying they don't understand something. Like
The Shekinah.
Shekinah. Yeah, Shekinah. You say you don't understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Shekinah. So you're different from Shekinah Kalma? Because there's 2 Shekinahs
Yes,
in there.
sir. The Shekinah from Harbor Island.
Oh, okay. So what time you came in the class? Because we went over like 3 examples.
I came on 6:30 because where they are shell loading in Harbor Island, so the power just cut on.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay, let me take you know how to take a screenshot? You know how to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of how to do it. Okay. I want you to take a screenshot of it. Take a picture of this. This is the 3rd example. And then let me know when you get it.
I got it.
And then this is the first example. First two.
Okay.
All right. So based on those two, try 1 through 5. Okay.
I send my work.
All right. So I received work from Anastasia, Ebony, Miss Forbes, Javen, Deandra, Sian, Naya, Erica, Onake.
I'm still doing my own.
Yes. Okay, Dante, you still doing. You understand what
Number
to do?
7.
Mine too.
You understand what to
Number
do,
7, I
Dante?
don't get.
Number 7, I don't get. Okay, no problem.
I don't get number 7.
You don't get number
I lost
7?
it.
That's
No.
fine. We explain number 7.
36 divided by 3. I on number 5.
Okay, that's excellent.
I
on number 6.
Number 6, okay, that's great. Tyrone, what number you on? Tyrone, what number you on?
I had number 6, so
Okay, that's good. You understand what to do?
I know a little bit about number 6. Just make my head hurt.
Making it out. Okay, good. Kamai, what number you on?
The last 5.
The last one? The last one or say 5. Okay.
5.
Okay. Lanaya, what number you on?
I'm on number 6.
Okay. Naya, what number you on?
I finished.
Okay. All right. How y'all do you feel about year number 7? Naya.
I'm feeling good. You know.
Okay. I feel like I need to put a bonus especially for you on this board.
Yeah, I want to start number.
Oh, that's a bit.
The one with fractions. See how you do that.
Excuse me, I want to start number 6 and 7.
Okay, no problem. We can explain it. Okay, so let's do number 1. I want a volunteer to help me with number 1, please.
I asked for it.
Oh, you asked for number 1. Okay, thank you. So how are we gonna do number 1? Mr.
You put the 8 by the arrow they behind the 40.
So we send the 8 over the equal sign. Yeah, good.
Then you put the equal sign, then you do bring down 6x. Then you equal sign 6x again. Then you plus it.
What do we do at this point?
The divide.
I
got that one wrong.
48 divided by 6 is what? Let's go, Javin. 48 divided by 6 is what? Say it again. 8. Very good, Erwin. 8. 8. Very good. How many persons got 8 for number 1?
I got that.
Let's go.
I got it.
I got that.
Awesome. If you got it, please put a tick.
I got it too.
I did.
I got that.
I didn't.
Awesome.
I did not divide.
You did not divide. You have to divide. Yeah. Math. Math is easy. Don't make it hard. Yes.
I'm really surprised I get you.
Yeah. All right. So
easy of the good teacher.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's look at number 2.
Okay,
Any volunteers for number 2?
Okay.
Let me call on. Where is she could get mad at me, you know. Miss Sayers. I need you to help me with number 2. Talia? Talia, I think. Go ahead, Miss Sarah. Help me over number 2. Is she here? Miss Sarah, are you there? I need you to
Yes,
help me. Yes, help me with number 2, please.
okay, so hear me out. I was missing when he was explaining it, but I get the process done. I just didn't find the answer for it.
Why? You was busy doing something else.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, help me with this one then. Let's go. What's the first step? Talia, what's the first step?
I have 47 plus 9.
So we send the 9 over. Good. It's going to be what? 47 plus 9. Okay.
56.
That's correct. So we do 7x.
We got that. Got that.
And then what do we do now, Ms. Sarah?
I don't know.
Divide both sides by?
We dividing by 7.
Divide by 7, yes. So you have to be paying
56
attention.
divided by 7 is 8.
Yes. We divide both sides by 7. We use 7 because 7 is the number out front. Okay. So it's going to be x is equal to 56 divided by 7 is 56 divided by 7 is what?
8.
That's correct. 8. So x is equal to 8. Oh, 8. We use 8 again. X is equal to 8.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right. How many persons got that answer? X equals to 8. Or number 2.
Lopez got it.
I got
All right,
that.
Ms. Lopez. All right, awesome. Ms. Lopez, Tyrone, good. Anyone else? Only those 3? No one else got number 2, right?
it.
All right, Anastasia.
I got it.
I got it.
All right.
Number 3.
All right,
I
excellent.
got it too, Mr. Bajik.
All right, excellent. Very good. Okay, very
I
good.
could do number 3, please.
Okay, sure. Do number 3. Miss Gabrielle.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First you carry the 14 over the 21.
Uh-huh. So it's gonna be, we have 5x, what? 5x minus
X
what?
minus 14 equals 41. So you carry the 14 over the 41.
Uh-huh.
And then you do 41 plus 14, which is equals to 55. Then you divide the 55 by 5.
Wait. I can't write that fast.
Well,
Divide 55 by 5.
Wait, give me one moment.
11.
Give me a chance, please. I can't write that fast.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so it equals to what?
11.
Okay, so 55, 5x.
I got that.
Miss Lopez, you're giving me life in this group.
I got that. I'm so surprised because I never get that.
Yeah. I divide both sides by 5. Cancel out. X is equal to what? 55 divided by 5 is what?
55 divided by 5 equals
11.
11. Very good. Anyone else got 11? X equals to 11.
Yes, yes.
I got it.
Yes,
I got it.
All right. All right.
I
Great.
got it.
All right. Awesome. X equals to 11. Good stuff.
Okay, the bonus is on.
All right. Okay. Any volunteers for number 4 before I volunteer somebody? Anyone for number 4? All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shekinah. Wait. I want Shekinah to try since she all the way from Harbor Island. Oh
You
my.
bring the 21. 21
Wait.
plus
Wait.
15.
Let me what's her name? Lopez. Let me let Shekinah try.
Sorry.
That's fine. We know you got it.
I think we need to let Ms. Lopez do number 5.
I know, right? Yes, we should. We should.
Yeah, Ms. Lopez, I think you need to do number 5. You get
Yes.
this.
I'll do number
Yeah.
6.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead, Shekinah, for this one.
Okay, so 3x is equals to 21 plus 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you add it, 3x is
So we send it
equals to
over. So 15, plus what?
plus 21
Mm-hmm.
equals to 36.
That's correct.
And then you divide 36 over 3 and you get 12.
That's correct. So 36, divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to what? 12.
12.
Very good. So x equals to 12. Good. All right, make sure to send in your answers, please, for this exercise. Make sure to send in your answers for this exercise.
Okay.
All right, now you want to do number 5. So let's do number 5, Ms. Lopez. So let me erase. Wait, give me one opportunity to erase this on the screen so I got space. So all righty.
Okay. We bringing over the negative 32, which make positive. 32 plus 4 is 36.
That's correct.
We bring down the 36. The 2x in the front. We divide now.
Yes.
We dividing 36 by 2.
30. Yes, that's correct.
18.
18. 2 times 18. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So with 32 plus 4 is 36.
36.
And then 2x equals to 36. We divide both sides by 2. Cancel out. X is equal to 36 divided by 2, which is what?
18.
X is equal to 18. And so x is equal to 8, x is equal to 8, x is equal to 11, x is equal to 12, x is equal to 18. How many persons got all 5 correct?
I get all 5.
I got it.
I get all 5.
5, 5. Right.
I
got it. All 5
Right.
right.
Excellent. Excellent.
I got it.
Awesome. Yes, you can use the restroom. Who asked to use the restroom? Okay, now number 6.
Can I do?
I think I can't remember who asked you number 6.
I think I asked to do numbers. What number you on? 6, right?
Yeah, 6, Deandra, yeah.
And you alone, don't laugh at me if I ain't get it right.
No, baby, we gotta help one another.
Okay, so what I did, right? The equation say 5a plus.
Wait, one moment.
Okay.
Yeah, let me write while you saying it. Go ahead.
Okay, so the equation say 5a plus 8 plus 2a equals 48. So what I did was 5a plus 2a. I plus the 2a's. I deal with the 2a's first, which would give me 7a. So therefore I say 7a equals 40.
What you're saying is you taking this 2a and the 5a and bringing them together, as you're saying?
Yeah, I trying to deal with the 2a's.
Okay.
And
So
then
you want to do like terms. Okay, so you're saying it's gonna be 7a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Equals 48, and then I carry over the 8 plus the 8 positive, which is remain. I'm not sure which is remain positive. I'm thinking.
Okay, it was positive here. So when you send it over the equal sign, it becomes what?
Negative, right?
Positive.
Negative. It was positive. So when you send it over the equal sign, it becomes negative. So just like this. This was negative. So when you send it over, it becomes positive. So if it's positive already, when you send it over, it becomes negative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's what I did wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
so I do have the wrong answer because I did add it. I did carry the positive over as a positive. Did not carry it over as a negative because I said because it was already positive, I don't need to carry it over as a negative. Because
No,
I thought once it's already negative, then and if I carry it over, it turns to a positive.
No,
So yeah, I got the answer wrong.
it's always the opposite. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So 7x equals to 40.
7, 8.
7. Thank you, Erica. 7a. So 7a is equal to 7a equals to 40, right?
48. Yeah.
40. Because
40.
subtract, right?
Yeah.
So 40. And now we got to divide both sides by 7.
I get that so far, but it's very tricky when it comes down to this because when you put 7 into 40, you're not going to get a straight answer.
That's correct.
You're going to get you get a
decimal.
So I did this, but the answer that I didn't get the correct answer at the end. So I stopped right there.
Answer is 40 over 7. The answer is 40 over 7, which is 5.7.
7 only could go into 45 times.
No.
So in my first instant, I should have gone with that because on my scrap paper, I did have 40. I did take away, but then I sent it to you as a positive. So I should have gone with my first instant.
Yeah, that's true. So the thing is that here, when we divide it, we get 5.71. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 5.71 is the answer, but that's rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, so the answer is 5.71. Rounded to 2
so it
decimal
is the
places.
answer.
Yeah, that's the answer.
I had that, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't put the answer. I mean, if you see my workout, I have the exact workout, but gee.
Yeah.
The answer just had me fooled, so I didn't put the answer because I said, man, that ain't right. We ain't doing that with no decimal.
It could be decimal. So, you know.
But the 2 DP is in brackets for
the 2 DP, 2 decimal places, yeah. That means 2 decimal places. Yeah.
We could be doing like exercises with only some bonus, like like you said you upgraded 1. I mean from 1 to 5. We could be doing like we could do like a whole session of that or no?
Oh, the bonus is a bonus for a reason. It's advanced. I can't do all in one day, so I just giving you a little exposure to it. You see what I'm saying?
So I can mark myself right for number 6, because I mean for number 6 if I had it, but I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean I think 40 over 7. Actually 40 over 7 is the exact value, but if we round it, it'll be 5.71 to 2 decimal places.
So Mr. Petit, like you said, we'll be doing more of the bonuses like this. This just like a little sneak peek of it is what you're saying, but we could be going deeper inside of it, right?
We don't have to because the ones in 1 through 5 is what you should expect on the exam. The ones from 6 and 7 is more like, okay, let's go more advanced, if you understand. But these are not.
That's what I wanted to know if we would actually be expecting them bonuses.
No, bonuses, no. You wouldn't expect bonuses either. They wouldn't, these are typical questions that I give you. So the ones 1 through 5 are what I take from a past exam questions. 6 and 7 is what I make up, like, you know, just to add extra to it. Just to help you with more, like in case it's they put it a different way, you know what I mean? But yeah, the typically.
So you really, when you did 6, you wasn't sure what 6 answer was going to be yourself. That's what you're saying.
No, I don't know. I don't know from the beginning what it's gonna be. We just do it. We just follow the math, right?
Okay, good. It's a good thing I followed my head and kept on going. Thank you.
You
Yeah.
have to do that, baby.
So we have 8b minus 9. I think,
Mr. Petit, I had asked to do it.
yeah, I just was gonna say that, yeah. Go ahead. See, Anna, take it away.
Okay, so what I had done was first I took the -9 over the equal sign and made it a +9. And then I
That's
took the
correct.
positive 2b over the
Right.
equal sign and made it -2b.
That's correct.
So
So we
then
wanna,
it would,
one moment. This thing, give me one. Let me do it as you are saying it so we can get it right. So you're saying send what over?
they have a -9 over the equal sign, make it a +9, and then take the positive 2b over the equal sign the other way and make it a -2b.
That's correct. So the
And then
negative
it would,
becomes a positive and the positive becomes a negative. So it's gonna be 8b minus what? Minus 2.
-2b
Mhm.
equals 3 + 9.
3 plus 9, that's correct. Good.
And then after that, I got from 8b minus 2b, I got 6b equals 12.
6b plus 12.
And then I brought down the 6 and divided. And then I got 12 over 6, which would be b equals 2.
That's correct. So b is equal to 2.
I
Anyone else?
get that.
You did? For real? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Anyone else got that?
I did. I almost thought I was wrong.
Wow.
No, but
Wow.
I gladly know it.
Yeah. Naya. It's Naya. Did
I
you
was
get that?
confident for a reason. I got it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Lanaya.
Hi.
Did you get it? B equals 2.
Yes, sir. I did. Let me tell you, I had to do it over because even though I brought the 2b over as like a negative, I still added for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay. But you got it afterwards though.
Yeah. I looked over and I was like, why did I add that? It's not supposed to be added.
Mm.
Yeah. But I got it.
Lovely. Anyone else got that?
Mr. Petit, you turned me into a genius. Get over it, okay? No going back from here.
That's weeks of classes, right? Anyone else got B? All right, good. So that is your linear equations, right? Now, they could give you fractions too, but we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna be kind today. But as we move on in the classes, we are going to look at when they give us fractions with these stuff, how are we gonna be able to answer them? Okay. So I haven't got work from Miss Sarah's. Miss Sarah's, I want you to send your work, please. Who else? Thomas, Atalia, Alicia, Thomas. Did you send your work?
Notice yet.
Make sure I send your work now, please. Do you have a phone or are you using your mommy phone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, send your work. We're supposed to do that from a long time. I don't know why you're taking so long to send your work,
You
Thomas.
say the number, please.
My name is Mr. Petit, and my number is 426-8891. Let me put it in the chat.
Hey, Mr.
426.
Petit, did you receive my work?
Shekinah,
Yes, sir.
send your name. Like when you text your name so I can know which number
Mr.
is yours.
Petit, I send it to you on WhatsApp, okay?
Yes, I got it. All right, good. 426-8891. All right, so let's move on to the next section. Okay, so on section number section number 2, right? I think it is. Okay, so yeah, we move on to the next section. I don't know, my time is saying 4:58. I don't know why.
It's 7:50. You need to change that.
That means we have more time in this class. We have a
No,
lot of time. We have a lot of time.
So we do not.
That means you have a lot of time in this class as well.
That means that you should be with the class students, doesn't it? That means you should be in another class.
All right, so
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
go ahead.
We have English after this class.
That's correct. We do. And all those people who didn't do their homework, they will be pointed out.
Well, I spent you minds, Mr. McKee.
Okay, good. Perfect.
I was in there. I was in
class.
the first thing.
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead. Someone
Your
asked me.
time wrong, sir.
My time just all right. We just
Your
get
time
started.
is 4:58 though.
It's 7:14.
Oh boy. That means we have plenty more time. All right. So
You have
Mr. I could ask a question.
say it again.
What do you mean?
I could ask a question.
Go ahead. I think you
What
saw.
was the homework for yesterday?
Oh, that was you mean for English? That was to write an essay. Write an essay on to rewrite, not to write the essay, just to rewrite the introduction. Yeah, just the introduction. That's all it was. Just to rewrite the introduction. Yeah, that's all.
No, I was to work yesterday. That's why I asked. I missed out on something. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Betty, see,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
when you say rewrite the introduction, right, meaning like reword it?
I mean, based on what we did, on Monday's class, I gave you all some principles. Anyway, that's language. I'm not gonna go over that right now. That's language. We're gonna stick to maths. When we get the language, and I will be dealing with that. Okay. Make sense? So when we get the language, I will be discussing how to do that properly.
I think it's so much.
All right. So please make sure that when you're not speaking, when you're not speaking, please make sure that your mic is muted so that we won't hear all of your conversations and eavesdrop. Okay. So, okay, let's move on to section 2.
I love feature.
I noticed that, Mr. Chairman. So let's go on section 2. Section 2, we're going to be looking at the law of distribution. And we're going to be looking at how to apply that to algebraic, the algebraic expressions. So let's just call it the law of distribution applied. The law of distribution applied. All right, so let's go. So let's say we have a question like this. So it's going to be our first example. And so the example says, simply to simplify, we have number 1. We have 2 open bracket, 3y minus 5 close bracket plus y plus 7. So that's the question right there. All right, so I want someone to help me based on what we have already learned in this class. What do you think is the first thing we're gonna do for this question? What do you think?
With the brackets.
start with the brackets. But if we try subtracting 3y and y, can we subtract that?
We start with the numbers.
Say it again.
Start with the numbers or no?
Start with
I
the
would
numbers.
say
What you mean?
3y.
You multiply 2
That
times 3y and 2 times -5.
Okay, someone. Wait. Say it again. I think Nai was saying something. Go ahead, Nai.
You multiply 2 and 3y, and then you also multiply 2 and -5.
Very good. So we distribute. So we're gonna distribute the 2 to the 3y and also the 2 to the 5. Remember, just like how we did with the when we had the 6x. So let's do that. So we say 2 times 3y. What is 2 times 3? 2 times 3 is what? What is it's 6. Very good. So it's gonna be 6. Gonna be equal to. It's gonna be equal to 6y. And what is 2 times 5? 2 times 5 is what?
-10.
Is 10. Very good. Notice that for this one, we don't put the y. We just put 10. Okay. So again, 2 times 3y is 6y. And then 2 times 5 is 10. Then all we do is just bring down the y. And bring down the plus 7. And so let's do this. So this is going to be, again, all we do multiply 2 times 3y, which is going to be 6y. And 2 times 5, which is -10. So 2 times 3 is 6y, and 2 times 5 is -10, plus y, and plus 7. Next, what do you think the next step is going to be?
Group the
Take
negative.
away 6.
Group the, I heard someone say it, group the.
Group the common term.
-10 to the 7.
Very good, group like terms. So we're going to group the 6y under y, and also the -10 under 7. So it's going to be equal to 6y plus y and the -10 and the 7 is going to be, oh, wait. Did I move Gregory? Oh, let me move Gregory. My bad. See you later, Gregory. I know you is. When you decide to speak, then maybe you could come back to the slot. All right. So -10y, sorry, -10 plus 7. All right, so what is 6y plus y? It's gonna be what?
7y.
7y. 7y. That's correct. And if you owe $10 and you have $7, right? Pay back the $7 that you owe them. How much do you still owe?
-3.
You still owe how much? $3. Okay. So again, you have $7, you owe $10, right? Pay back the $7 that you owe. You still owe $3. Okay. And so that's how we do a particular question. Any questions on that?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do one more example?
Okay.
Oh, I'll do multiple. I have like 2 more to do. Okay,
Mr.
so
Petit,
go ahead.
You said
Mm-hmm.
7. You said you owe, okay, let's say if you owe somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you have 10, you owe somebody.
No, you owe 10 because the negative.
Oh, you owe 10.
Yeah, you owe 10, but you have 7.
Okay,
So
$3 balance.
exactly. So $3 balance. So
Yeah.
that means you owe 3. That's why we have the -3 because
Right,
you still
okay,
owe 3.
okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay. So again, let me start over again so you can understand how we did this. We multiply 2 times 3y, which gives us the 6y. We multiply 2 times 5, which gives us what? 10. Keep the negative sign. So we have 6y minus 10. We bring down the y and the 7. At this point, remember, we have the group-like terms. So we have to bring down the y and also bring down the 6y. And also the negative 10 and also the 7. So we do 6y plus y, which is going to be 7y. We do negative 10 plus 7, which is going to be negative 3. So the answer is 7y minus 3. Okay, and that's how we get that. Let's do another example. So let's say, for example, we have, let's say we have 3, open bracket. By the way, let me label this as number 2. Let me label this as number 2. Let's say we have 3, open bracket, 2y minus.
Can I do?
No, we're not doing anything. You could do it on your own, but I'm gonna explain it. Plus y plus 4. Not 4. Let's use 8. Plus 8. Okay, try this on your own. Once you finish, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Again, try this on your own and then put your answer inside the chat. I'll see how you all are doing this.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Yes, yeah, she have yes, yeah, Ariana in person tomorrow. I want you to please see what Miss Sayers is doing because she didn't send me her work yet. And so I don't want to be distracted. And plus she wasn't able to answer properly the question that I gave her because apparently she was doing something else in the class. And so I needed to be paying attention. All right. So make sure she sent her work because I ain't get it yet. All right, thank you. Okay, so let's do this. So we have what?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wait a minute.
Let's say, wait a minute. All right, okay, all right. Sure, no doubt.
Mr. Petit, I'm like really confused.
Who's
Yeah,
saying
this
that?
is complicated.
Ah, this is Gabrielle. Okay, I'll explain it step by step for you. Okay.
Can I do it?
I want to explain it for. I can. Say it. Don't do too fast. I do it step by step. All right. So I see some answers inside the chat. I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna do it. So here we're gonna, the first thing we're gonna do is apply the dot distribution. Okay. And yeah, I know this one is complicated. So we have what? 3 times what? Times 2, right? What is 3 times 2? That's gonna be what? 6. Very good. So this is 6y. And then we have what? And then we have 3 times what? Times 4. This is gonna be what?
12.
12. Very good. Okay. Next up, we have 6y minus 12 plus we bring down the y plus what? Plus 8. Okay. What's the next step that we do?
Collect like terms.
Collect like terms. The like terms is gonna be what? 6y and what? Y, so it's gonna be equal to what? 7y. And then we're gonna take what? Negative 12. Oh, by the way, I should not do that like that. I should group them properly. So we have 6y plus y minus, we take the negative 12 and the positive 8, put them together, right? It's gonna be minus 12 plus 8.
Oh, minus.
Minus 12 plus 8.
Minus 12.
All right, so it's gonna be equal to, make sure your mic is muted because we don't want to hear, especially if you're not speaking, make sure your mic is muted. 6y plus y is what? 6y plus y. Remember, this is actually 1y.
7y.
7y.
7y, that's correct. And negative 12 plus 8. Remember, you owe someone $12, but you have $8. How much?
-4.
-4.
How much you still owe them?
-4.
Yeah, you still owe them $4, so -4. So the answer is 7y minus 4.
Okay,
Anyone,
got that correct.
anyone else got that? Anyone got that?
Yes.
Me, I got that.
Yes. Okay,
I just
excellent.
gotta remember that one of the be added.
Yeah.
I just
That
have to
one.
remember that. 'Cause that's what I missed.
Okay. Okay, cool. So let's do another example on this. Yeah, so we could do another example. Because I'm sure there's persons who still do not know how to do it. So let's go. Let's do another example. So when the distribution is when we take 3 and we distribute it across our expression. And when we take the 2 and we distribute it across our expression. That's what distribution means, okay? When we multiply that scalar by the terms in our algebraic expression. So let's continue. Examples continued. So as you can see, multiplication and division, those are foundational principles that you need to know. How to multiply, how to add, how to do those things properly, because we always gonna come back to our multiplication tables. It's gonna come back to our division principles. And so you have to make sure that you're good with your multiplication and your division, so you can be able, when you start doing algebra, like with these questions, you won't be lost because you don't know what 3 times 2 is, or 3 times 4, okay? So make sure you know your timetables and make sure you know your division principles. All right, so let's move on to,
Mr. Petit,
go ahead, Lanaya.
what does CONT apply?
Oh, continued.
Wow.
All right, so it's gonna be 4, open bracket, 3y minus 2 plus y Do I always have to use y, or can I use a different variable?
You could use a different one.
I could use a different one. Very good. And it doesn't change because the variable just represents a number. Okay. Okay. All right. 4 times 3 is what?
12.
12y. 4 times 2 is what?
8.
8. We bring down the y plus y plus what?
3.
That's 3. Very good.
3.
It's going to be equal to, we have to bring the like terms, so it's going to be what? Please make sure that your camera is not on. And we're not.
It'll be 13 y plus y.
Make sure your camera is not on. Okay, I got you. Give me 1 moment, please. Okay, 1 moment. Someone who's not supposed to be as here. And I, 1 moment. I think they left. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have what? 12y plus y.
13y.
Mm-hmm. So remember that 12, that y is 1y, right?
1y, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be negative 8. We bring that over. It's going to be what? Plus 3. We bring that over. So it's what? Negative 8 plus 3.
Plus 3.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be equal to 12y plus y is going to be what?
13y.
13y. And if you owe 8 and you have 3, pay them back the $3 that you owe them.
Negative 5.
Yeah, you left at negative 5. Okay. And that's how we get it. Tyrone, do you understand how we got this?
I only know one of your mom got a 12. Your mom got a 12. You loud, bro.
Tyrone, how we got it?
Oh, so
You understand how we got it?
I lost you at the beginning. I ain't like.
Okay. Tell me what you do understand. You understand that we multiply the 4 and the 3?
Yes, I didn't know that. It just.
So which part do you don't understand?
You see the middle boxes, right? When you get the 12 and the plus y, then you get the 8 and the 3.
Mm-hmm. So what I did here was I look for the ones that are common. So you see the y here, right? This y,
yes,
12y, and this y here, right? These two are the same. That's why I put them together. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then the numbers, the negative 8 and the plus 3, I put them together. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I get that.
Okay. Then I do 12 plus y. What is 12? This is actually 1y, by the way. So what is 12 plus 1? That's going to be what?
13.
13. That's how we get 13y. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
And then negative 8 plus 3. So if you owe someone $8 and you have $3, pay them back the $3 that you owe them. How much you still owe them now?
5.
Still owe them 5. So it's going to be 13y minus 5.
Before you doing it, because you're breaking it after.
You understand? Tyrone?
Yes, sir, I understand that.
Okay, good. Anyone else have any questions before I move on to the exercises? Any questions before I move on to the exercises?
Yes. Can you repeat that? How you did that again, please? Still lost.
Who's asking the question?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, great. Okay.
Great.
Okay, do you understand how we got the 12y?
Yes, sir.
How did we get that? How do we get the 12y, Gabrielle?
We times 4 by 3.
They give us 12. You understand how we got the negative 8?
Yes, sir. You times 4 by 2.
Very good. You understand how we got this y here, right?
Yes, sir. You bring it down from the top.
That's correct. And you understand how we got this 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now what we do here is, you see that this is 12y, right? And this is
Yes, sir.
y. So we bring them together. You see that? Make sense?
Excuse me, sir.
Because they're the same. Yes, Tyrone?
I go to bottom list.
Sure, no problem. So you see we bring them together, right? Gabrielle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what else do we bring together, Gabrielle?
We bring the 8 and 3.
Very good. We bring the 8 and 3, but it's not just a regular 8, it's a negative 8 and 3. Good. All right. And so once we bring them together, now what part you don't understand with this?
No, sir, I don't understand that like that.
Okay. You understand how we got 13?
Yes, sir.
How?
You had 12 and the y was actually.
So it's going to give us what? 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Now for the negative 5, you don't understand how we got the negative 5?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, say for example, you owe someone $8, right? Right, Gabby?
Yes, sir.
But you have $3. So let's do it. So let's say that how much you owe them?
We owe 8.
We owe 8. So we're gonna do 8 negative signs. So it's gonna be, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, and that's 8. So how much we owe? We owe 8. How much do we have, Gabby? Gabrielle, how much do we have? We owe 3, we owe 8, but how much we have?
3.
3, we have 3. Good. So we have 3. So there's gonna be 1, 2, and 3. So what's gonna happen now, right?
And you only have 5 left.
Yeah, so the positive and the negative cancels, the positive and negative cancels, the positive and negative cancels, right? So now we what? How much we still owe?
With 5.
We still are left with what? 5. Negative 5 negatives, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how we get the negative 5 there. Make sense?
Yes, so it makes sense.
Okay, good. All right, so let's move on to our exercises then. I think we're ready for that. Okay, so keep exercises. All right, so let's go. This is going to be number 1. Number 1 says, let's start easy. 2 open bracket 4y. Oh, one moment. Let me actually put it in properly. Let's use algebra. So 2 open bracket 4y minus 3, the bracket, plus y, plus 10. Number 1, number 2.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
I just gonna use the bathroom for a sec.
Okay, sure, no problem. 3, open bracket. I'll speak to y. 2y minus 4 plus y plus 4. Number 3. Five, open bracket. 3 minus 2 plus 8. Number 4. Six, open bracket. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 11. Number 5. 7. Bracket. 5y minus 4 minus 6 y plus 37. Okay, so those are your regular ones. Do your best with them. We have plenty of time. It's only 4:58, so plenty of time.
What?
Let's do the bonus.
Can do number 5.
Sure. Number 7. Number 6. I think we only have time for one bonus. Oh, child. It's 7:57, 7:47. Wow. Gee. Wow. Didn't know it's that late. Okay, so Talia says, what number you on?
Number 1.
Number 1, okay. You want to send me your work from the first exercise yet,
I did.
Send it to your mommy phone, eh?
Yes, sir.
No, I see it. Yeah, I know it. So send it again because I don't have it on my phone. Zarens, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Shoshone, what number you on? Please type it in the chat, please. What number you on, Shoshone? Rishad, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. Aranik Forbes, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Jervis, what number you on? Anake?
Number 4.
Kai, what number you on?
I'm on number 4.
Okay. Kenyan, what number you on? Kenyan, what number you on?
I'm on number 2.
Number 2. You understand what to do, Kenyan?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Mr. Petit, you see with number 1, right? How you say I owe someone X amount, but I only
Yeah.
have X amount, right?
Yeah.
So with number 1, is it I owe you 6 and I have 10, or
That's what
I
I was
have
looking for.
6
Okay,
and
that's
I
a good question. That's a good question. So for that one, you
I
still
thought
owe
that's negative.
you still owe 6 and you
4.
have 10. So once you pay them back the $6, you still have you have 10. So it's positive 4.
4. 4.
Yeah, you have 4. So it's positive 4.
4.
Yeah, that one is gonna be
I
plus.
love that. Okay.
That
Okay,
one
thank
is
you.
yeah, that one is a little tricky.
I got that.
Hello? Yeah, what you saying? You have to type. I can't listen to no voice note now. You have to type if you want me to answer.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
this letter in the corner, I can't see it too clear. Is that a B or is that a D? I can't
Oh,
see it clear on the corner.
that's B. That's 2B.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Petit, one more question. There's a 2 negative, that's a Z.
Which one? For number 6?
On the, yeah, sir, on the bonus question.
That's 3 open bracket 5b plus 4 minus 2 open bracket 7b minus 9 close bracket plus 2b.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so please complete these questions. Alicia, what number you on?
I'm on number 5.
Okay. Um, Deandra, what number you on?
Hi, I don't want the bonus. I already did 1 to 5. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Petit,
Yes.
help me with this. Number 2, they owe, I see 12 and 4 here. So
Which one? For number what? What number is this?
number 2,
Okay, so -4 plus 4, right? Sorry, -12 plus 4.
12 plus 4, yeah.
So that means that pay them back the $4 that you owe them. So how much you still owe them now?
Okay.
From the 12.
Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Mr. Petit,
mhm.
that's mean you have $12 for them, but you only pay them 4.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Sienna, what number you want?
I'm done. I sent it to you already.
Okay, including the work, including the bonus. Okay. Okay. Anaya, what number you want? And Matthew, what number you want, Matthew?
Bonus.
Okay. Bonus, okay, that's number 6.
I sent.
Let's have a T number 6 beaten by room and I can try.
Okay, no problem. Have anything you wanna log in? Hello? Hello? Okay. Oh, sorry now. All right, so what we're gonna do is we have to continue this on tomorrow because it's already 8:03 and we have to move on to English. So tomorrow when we come back, we're gonna start right where we ended with these questions. And so we're gonna move on to the essays right now, okay?
Mr. Petit, I wasn't here when you was giving out the essay.
That's fine. We could do it. We could. I'm gonna re-give the question, and so you have opportunity to do it as well. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so send me what you have for your math. Again, send me what you have for your math, and then tomorrow we're gonna actually go over the actual answers. Okay. Again, send me what you have for math. And then tomorrow we can go over the answers for the math questions.
All right.
Are you only finished 4, Mr. Petit?
Just send me what you have. Send me what you have, because we have to move on to English. Okay.
This is English, right?
Mr. Petit, you see
Yeah, we're going. Anastasia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see yours.
Mr. T, I have a question.
Go ahead, you can ask the question.